Hi students, in this video we are going to see about important topic, source of energy, solar energy, solar plate collector and the photovoltaic cell, how they are working. Actually in the subject elements of mechanical engineering, now we are studying about the main sources of energy. In the first video we have seen that renewable sources and non-renewable sources, what are the benefits of it, and now we will take one non that is renewable energy sources, which is a solar energy, which is a prime solar prime source of energy. So here let me see how it is going to be helpful for us and what is the application oriented. So solar energy is one which is the primary source of energy. We will get the solar energy directly from the sun. So it is a clean energy, renewable form of energy. So in that every day we are getting pure energy, and it is a sustainable resource. It doesn't run out. So coal or gas, normally whatever we are getting digging from the earth, in future it will not, we cannot get it much. So but here the sun is not like that. So we can continuously get the sun energy by using the sun solar energy. How we can produce our another forms of energy, that's what we are going to study here. So it's a green power, we will call as a green power. It's never ended, and daily we are having this, and we can use different forms of applications like solar water heaters. That's what how it is going to be function, we are going to see here. Normally we will use it for drying our clothes and keeping us warm during the colder situations like. So a solar energy, in this figure you can see it is useful to normally can heat the water. If you keep a bucket of water or anything in the sun, you can get a heat, but only in the top layer. This is normal in the concept. So we can make, we can make it in a proper tubes, and if you make some reflective points over there, parabolic reflectors, the heat, it will get accumulated at a point, and then more amount of heat is directed to the pipe, and the water which is flowing through the pipe, it can be getting heated easily. So this is what the concept, the parabolic reflectors are used, where the heat entire, normally in, we might have seen the lenses, we can focus the points of rays like that. Here also what would the reflectors will do, it concentrate on the sun rays in a single point of contact, and the pipes where the water is flowing. So here it one kind of thing, how the generator, that is how electricity is produces in a solar panel, so solar power. So that is, you can see a tube, a pipe which is having a water which is flowed over the parabolic reflectors. So there the water is getting heated up, and this hot water is getting exchanged with the help of a heat exchanger, that is in the number 2. Here you can see the heat exchanger, where the hot water is converted into another area where there is a steam, that is water. Actually in the left, a pipe which is having a fluid which can absorb the heat, and it will not get easily vaporized. That fluid now, when it passes through the heat exchanger, it just changes the heat to the another one, and the water, it becomes steam, and it will falls on the turbine to rotate to get the electricity. This is one kind. But as per the syllabus, what we are going to see is a solar flat collector. See here water, how a water heater is working. In this you can see the sectional view, that is a airtight enclosure and insulation inside. There is a plate, solar radiation will come on the top of the plate. Okay, so when the absorber plate is there, there is a water tubes which is kept under the absorber plate. So absorber, what will happen, what will do, it will absorb the solar energy. In the top layer, the transparent glass, it permits the solar radiations inside, and here there is at the bottom of this observer plate is absorbing the heat, and below to that the pipes, water pipes are going. So the water pipes are getting heated up because of the observer plate. It gets the heat directly from the sun, and it becomes hot steam, that is hot water, and it filled in the solar tank. Okay, so normally a solar tank, a overhead tank, from the overhead tank water is coming to the solar plate collector, where through the water pipes it goes, and due to the solar energy it gets heated up, and again it's get stored in the water tank. So directly then we can get it to the through the pipe, we are getting it to the washrooms and bathrooms everywhere. So that is another one is photovoltaic cell. Here is the photo emissive effect. We are going to see the how it is there. No, normally photons. We know photons. Photons is the charged particles, a packet of charged particles. When the light rays, it's a light rays or the what is that? It is having a capacity of the charges. When it falls on a subject, on an object, it's a silicon object, where the silicon object is, there are n-type and p-type silicon object. So there is a junction, n-type junction and n-type and p-type, they are getting okay, when there is a the junction is we called as a p-n junction. So there the electrons flows will occur when it is possible, when the light rays falls on the plate. Okay, when it falls on the upper side, you can see that a charged EMF is automatically it is getting produced. Why it is possible means the flow of valence electrons. So when a light ray, there is a packet of energy falls on this plate, then it is getting absorbed by the n-type silicon, and there is the, we can say how what we can say, electrons can be produced, and the valence electron of this, it tries to move from one place to another end. So that is a in every atom you can say the outermost electron, which is the valence electron, when it is not able to in the shell, it is not able to settle in the cell, it tries to move from one positive to negative. That is the charges here we can call it is connected over there, so that when the flow of electrons takes place from this n to p type, so there the flow of electrons we call it as current takes place, so that we can get the energy, light energy over there. With the help of that we can make a bulb to glow or something else, a small charge can be produced. So these solar panels or solar plates are nowadays it's everywhere, it is very common. And since because of the, as we said, renewable and non-renewable energy sources, the non-renewable is going to be it's vanish in future, so we are going to use the another special forms of the powers. So the solar energy and this solar plate collector, there is a solar flat plate collector, these are the two simple examples for how we are going to use the solar. That is, in solar plate collector, just we are heating up the water for our purposes, domestic purposes. In most of the people we can use this water power source, otherwise we have to go for LPG gas, and these are the things which is going to be exist in future. So to avoid that, a natural way of heating water, so by this way parabolic reflector and by the solar plate flat plate collector, we can make the utilize the sun solar rays to make easier way of heating the water, as well as boiling. A cooking also can be done with the same basic principle, and electricity can be produced with the help of the photovoltaic cell and the photo emission effect. That is, when charge is there, the EMF is going to be produced. Okay, so this is the basics of how the solar energy can become converted into electricity. And the next we will see the wind energy and hydel energy and all.